What is up, everybody? How's it going? My name's Cody.
Not saying it's going to be easy. You see, the grind, it never really is, but it's not meant to be. It's for us, the motivated, the determined, the ones who are building, gaining, and finding strength and self-reliance. Let's go.
Okay, so the seasons are finally changing here in Missouri, and it is a little cold today, so in an effort to avoid losing my tan, and I'm saying this as the sun is coming out, oh bless, and in an effort to kind of see how long I can push myself running shirtless, kind of acting as like a giant solar panel, really enjoy that vitamin D intake. I am still going for my afternoon daily run shirtless, but today it was 54 degrees, so I throw on the stocking cap just to keep my ears warm. But good run overall. What I want to talk to you guys about today is something that I've been trying to put some thought to, some words to, and it's something that I didn't necessarily know that I was going to experience, at least not this young in my life. So I think I've shared before, if not, you may have seen some content about the fact that I am the strength and conditioning coach for Drury University's cheerleading program. What that affords me is I get to coach and work with about 40 of the best athletes just on the planet, period. Don't care what you think, they're the best, right? And they're actually national titles in a Division II small co-ed, so they are the best. That's what's up. But I get to interact with them, and it's really cool because as a coach, I am such a strong piece in their lives, and sometimes that kind of gets overlooked. I don't necessarily feel like, I'm able to make such a large impact, and I find myself with every practice seeking out that one moment, that one statement, that one critique, that one tweak, that one way of explaining something that makes my athlete just that much better, that helps them connect the dots, or that allows them to unlock a skill that they have not yet been able to master. So that's always what I'm seeking out. Now, I'm not the best at it. There are a lot of practices that I walk away just not having a good practice, I guess you could say. But it's the effort, it's the intention, it's the practice of doing that helps me become a better coach. Better in how I speak to my athletes, work with my athletes, articulate what I need them to do. Just overall, I like to think that's how we grow stronger as coaches. Now, the other night, I had an athlete who has been injured recently, and it was a systemic injury from previous sports that they played. And after practice, myself and one of the other coaches were chatting with them, encouraging them to do some physical therapy, some recovery, as well as to go see our athletic training staff, because A, the ATs need to know about any injuries, and then B, we can start getting them into rehab, and they will be able to successfully move back for play in time for nationals. So really important stuff there. And this athlete, we're talking, and they said, "Can I be honest with you?" And I was like, "Uh-oh, they're gonna tell me that this injury is just really, really bad." And they said, "I'm not doing okay," and they broke into tears, and I wasn't 100% sure what they meant in that moment, but I knew that the fact that they were willing to confide something in me like that, you got to get that gut feeling that it was important. So I said, "All right, grab your stuff, let's go for a walk." We got outside. It was raining, so I told them, I was like, "All right, well, let's just go for a drive. Let's hop in my vehicle, and we'll just take some laps around campus. We'll chat, what's going on." And they got into the vehicle, and we were, sitting there in silence for quite a bit of time. They didn't really know how to articulate what was going on. They just had a lot going on, and there were factors about life, about finances, school, about relationships, pretty much classic things that any 20-something-year-old is going to be facing. And what really struck me was that they were talking about trying to speak with their father. And their father's only advice to them was, you just need to drop out of college. This is not for you. You're not the kind of person that goes to college. And this is a person who is in an engineering program. I'm like, what do you mean you're not smart enough for college? Are you kidding me? This is one of my brightest athletes. So I instantly corrected that, but it was a little heartbreaking because truly what they were articulating to me was that they tried to confide in a parent. They tried to speak about what they needed, what they were feeling, and they needed somewhere to talk. They needed advice. They needed to seek something, and their parent kind of shut them down. And as a product, they felt isolated. They felt like there was nowhere to turn. And I've been so blessed in my life that I have never had my parents just kind of block me out. I've always been able to turn to them, and they've always offered a listening ear, and maybe their advice isn't the best. I mean, my parents aren't perfect either, but it comes with an open heart, and it comes with earnest intentions. And this was something that athlete had never gotten to experience, and it truly broke my heart. And in that moment, I just kept telling myself, just keep listening. Don't try to tell them what to do. Don't try to fix their problems. Just listen. That's all they need right now, is they need a listening ear. And as I was listening, as I was challenging what they were saying, seeking out clarity, I was able to help them. I was able to navigate that conversation. I was able to give them just the relief of them being able to get this weight off their chest. Now, there's a lot of work that has to be done on their end. There's a lot of problems that they still are going to have to find answers to and to overcome. But we have a game plan, we have a path, and more importantly, they had someone listen to them. Now, there's some pretty terrifying statistics about men in their 20s who feel isolated and feel like they have nowhere to turn, and they end up just doing terrible things and ultimately committing suicide or things like that. And it breaks my heart, and I don't think that's what that athlete was experiencing, but you just never know. And as they were laying this all out to me, I had been there before. I had been in that spot where I felt like everything was crumbling around me, where I didn't have anywhere to turn, where I was alone and isolated, and I had someone to talk to. And I knew in that moment they just needed someone to talk to, someone to listen to. And they needed someone that they trusted. I would encourage you guys, as you go through life, as you are making your own path, seek out individuals who are younger than you, not only as mentees, but as mentors too. I gained so much from my athletes, but know that one day you might be called to the challenge of listening. You might be called to the challenge of giving advice or directing a conversation, because that life experience that you have, it may not be that much more. I'm only 5 years, 6 years older than this athlete. But in those 5 or 6 years, I've been able to go through so many struggles and find my own answers, and I'm able to share those answers with him. I would encourage you guys to do the same. If you ever feel like that opportunity presents itself, I would challenge you to do that, because that's truly how we make the world better. It may not be an athlete, it could be someone at work, it could be someone where you work out at, it could be a friend, who's to say, but I would challenge you to be there, be ready to listen, because that's how we make the world better. Guys, I appreciate you so much for tuning in. I would like to think that this channel is devoted to reflecting and finding those moments in my life where I was able to glean something and I can pay it forward. Maybe I'm that voice for you. Maybe I'm giving you those experiences, those hard-earned lessons that I had to go through, and I hope you're able to take them. I hope you're able to reflect on them, put your own experiences on them, and I hope you're able to thrive, make the world better, seek answers for yourself, and share your own perspective with other people, because truly that's how we make the world better. It's a little heavy of a topic, but I love you guys so much. I'm going to, at the bottom in the comments, leave a number for a mental health hotline. If you ever need it, if you ever think someone might need it, it's important to have it. But I'll see you guys next time.